know that things get better? Do you know, do you know, do you know? I had to go the road alone. I had to go the road.
Today is Saturday, and it's 7:42. So I feel like I have a lot of stuff to do I have a lot of stuff to do, or more than I usually do on a Saturday. I need to go to Pilates. I need to go to Walmart and pick up like hygiene stuff and just household or body care. I'm gonna do a little bit of grocery shopping I'm going to grocery shop for the week at Kroger. My sister and I need to go to the meat shop. And I don't know if it's supposed to rain today, but we're going to go to the meat shop and get some meat. What else is on my to-do list? Let me see. Oh, I need to go to the bank at 9 a.m. So before I go to Pilates. Yeah, that's about all I have to do. I do need a pedicure, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it myself. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it myself. It's 7:43 right now. Maybe I could go ahead and do that. I need to get gas. Let me add that to the list. I need to get gas. Okay. So maybe I need to go ahead and do my toes now. Hurry up and do my toes now because they're not like really, really bad because I have been doing a better job at making sure that I scrub them with a pumice stone while I'm in the shower, at least like one to two times a week. So they're not like super duper bad. It's just like the toenail polish, it is like the white isn't white anymore. So I'm going to take that off. I'm going to have to do gel because at 10 I need to go do Pilates, and I just don't even want to play like having my socks get messed up or messing up my toenail polish. So I'm going to do white, and it's just matching my fingernails. And I think right now I'm just on like a white kick. I'm back to a white kick because there was a time when that's all I used to do, white or light pink. So when I find a light pink that I like, then I might just go ahead and do some light pink. But that's what I have to do so far today. And I just want to hurry up and not hurry up, but I want to go ahead and get it done. But that is it for now. My goal was to be up a lot earlier than this so I could hit Walmart at like 6 o'clock. But didn't happen. I woke up at like 7, a little after 7. But I'm just, like I said, I already got dressed. I just need to change my bottoms because I have on like house shorts. And when it's time for Pilates, then put on my leggings, my flared leggings. And I think I want to get a new pair of Pilates socks. I don't know. I don't know how much it costs at Club Pilates. I don't even care to buy that, or care to buy it, but I do want to see maybe about looking on Amazon or something just to get some different socks in there. But yeah, that is all that I have so far. I'm trying to see if I can update y'all on anything else. No. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my pedicure and I'll pick you guys back up. I'll see you guys later. Is all I'm saying. So.
Passport is ready. No lines at the gate. I don't do waiting. I don't hesitate. Champagne is popping, we're up in the club, far from the noise and the busy crowds. The city below is a glittering map. I'm taking a nap in a luxury lap. Don't ask me where, cause I'm already gone. Chasing the sunset and racing the dawn. Turns out gravity can hold me down. Queen of the sky, wearing my crown. Watch me fly, leave this little town one more time, never touching ground. Fly with me, they say bougie in a private jet. Fly with me, they say bougie in a private jet. Fly with me, they say bougie in a private jet. Private jet, they say bougie in a private jet.
Hey guys, so I was editing this vlog and I realized that it was only gonna be like 5 minutes long. So I said, okay, let me sit down and record a video. I had put a poll on my community tab asking what sit down video could I make for you guys. Ooh, my goodness, take a breath. Yeah, what sit down videos I can make for you guys. And even though I only got one vote, it's okay. At least one person saw it and interacted. It's fine. But the choice was for my journey about like being abstinent / single for 7 years. Now it hasn't quite been 7 years. September 5th will make it 7 years of me being abstinent and single, to be honest. But I just wanted to, I guess, add this into this video and talk about it. So, and then I'll end out the vlog there. And so I recorded this like 2 different times, but I felt like I just did not like it because I was rambling. And so I was like, okay, Lord, help me to say what needs to be said, like what you want to get across. And yeah. And I'll try to put down whatever, if I quote a scripture, I may not quote it all the way correctly, or I may mix up translations. So I'll put it on the screen and then you do your due diligence to go and study and show yourself approved. So the last time I talked to a guy was before 2020. And before I talked to this guy, I was actually abstinent for a whole year. I met him. I thought that, this was because I had just, really got my relationship with the Lord for my own relationship. And so here am I thinking like, okay, this is somebody that God has sent for me to be my husband. Counterfeit. Nope, not my husband. Anyway, and I gave up that 1 year of abstinence to be situationship for almost a year. And then by the end of the year, I started having this thought of, I feel like I am, now mind you, I don't have much experience in the dating world. I am a late bloomer. I didn't have my first boyfriend till the last semester of my senior year of high school, which is very late in comparison to other children in the US, But like I said, I thought he was so good on paper, but I kept having this thing in my head. It's like, okay, I feel like I'm dealing with the same person, but it's just a different body, a different background of how they grew up, a different face, different hair, different smile. Like, I'm dealing with that. And then I also saw, if I'm being honest, there was a time where we were talking and I just remember sitting there, like listening to him, just smiling. And the only thing I was thinking of in my head was, he sounds just like my dad. Just like my dad. And that was not a good thing. I'm not going to hold you. I literally just prayed yesterday, like, Lord, please help me to make sure that I honor my father and my mother in my speech and actions. But if I could be honest today, look, I'm just being honest, that was not a good thing for him to remind me of my biological dad. So I ended up just like ghosting him, to be honest, because I was gonna write him a giant text message. Like, I had a whole thing listed out or typed out about how I felt like he was kind of fading out, or it's just like I don't feel like you want me around. I feel kind of worthless because you want me to show up in a certain way or do certain things for you, and when that's done, then you are ready to kick me out the curb, and that makes me feel worthless. And I just remember like just looking at it and erasing the whole thing and being like, nah, I'm not sending a text message. Like, if he's feeling distant, it's because he's making himself distant, you know? And I just proceeded to like, I didn't even block him on everything. I just deleted his number, and I blocked him on like social media and stuff like that. Now, now it took me years to heal from that relationship, because it really shown, I don't know, is it shine, shun, shown, shin, sheen, 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 it shone a light on things that I did not know was dwelling, things that I did not know that was dwelling inside of me, different hurts, different shortcomings, I guess, or different, just different things. I had to come face to face with how much I lacked self-worth and how much I did not value myself. And yeah, it took years to heal and get past that, of feeling like, God, why wasn't I good enough for him or him or him? Or, why wasn't I worthy enough for them to love me and treat me with respect, even though I did this for them? Like, I accepted their quirks, but they didn't accept my quirk. Like, why? But it's just that and not to sound like, they weren't worthy of me, but it's just that I literally had a man who came down from his throne in heaven to come and take up flesh like me and die a horrible, gruesome death so that I could be redeemed, and redeemed and placed on right standing with God. I had a man do that for me, but I'm sitting here sliding down a wall for a man who is taking me to eat at cookout, who is talking to other girls behind my back, who doesn't even read, he doesn't even spell, who can't eat, like, knowing stuff like that is important to me. Literacy is important to me. Now, I'm not perfect, but yeah, knowing stuff like that is important to me, and I'm over here putting up with this? No, man, no. But it exposed a lot of things inside of myself. But I wrote down some stuff so that I don't take up too much of y'all's time. But I wrote down about how abstinence is important, especially as a single woman, because the Bible warns us to flee from sexual immorality. Sexual immoral people will not inherit the kingdom of God. Being sexually immoral leads to death, because it leads to sin. Being sexually immoral is a sin, and the wages of sin is death. And it wasn't until like when I really started reading the Bible for myself, and I started thinking about how there's a scripture that talks about not withholding pay from workers, about an employer not withholding pay from their workers. Now, mind you, if the Bible says that, and God, who's the one who, oh my goodness, sorry, y'all, I'm getting excited. And God is the one who pays people out blessings and curses, different things like that. Pays people, I say pay, but gives unto you what you have sown, what you have worked for. And you have sinned, and he said the wages of sin is death. And he said that employers need to pay their workers. I don't know if you are connecting the dots. I feel like a mad scientist. But you're going to get that death. And it may not be a physical death. It might be a physical death, but it could be a death in different ways. But yeah, if you are not married, you should not be having sexual relationships. And I know in this society, in this culture, sex is a casual thing. Sex is not casual. Sex is very spiritual. And if somebody tries to tell you, oh, you Christians are just da 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 da, you over spiritualize everything, da 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 da. How about this? Don't take it from me. Don't take it from them. Go pray and ask the Lord to reveal to you how powerful sex is and what He created sex to be. That's all I'm gonna say. These things. Let's see. Being abstinent can very well save your peace. I don't sit up at night worrying about who's cheating on me, why he didn't text back fast, or is he really working, or is he just telling me that, or why is he being so distant from me, or anything like that. I don't have any fear of any outbreaks, if you know what I'm saying, because I don't have to worry about a man going out and doing all kinds of things and coming back to me and passing me along anything. And that preserves my health and my strength, and it can very well preserve your life, because a lot of people who are not pursuing abstinence and they're single, like, again, it is sinful, but not a lot, but there is a portion of them that are fornicating with other single people, and then there's a portion that are fornicating with married people. You do not want that. You do not want to reap that. Do not sow them seeds, because God is going to pay you your wages for your sin, and that is death. And God is serious about covenant and covenant breakers. Do not play with people in their marriage. I don't care if that man says, oh, we separated. Yeah, we separated, man. You know, oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, I already moved. I got my own place. You know, I'm just waiting on to get the papers and sign the papers. No, 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 no. I don't care how flattering that man is when he comes and, my wife she doesn't, it's just been stale for a while. We've been unhappy for a while. He thinks you're dumb. I'm telling you, he thinks you're stupid. Prove him wrong. Prove him wrong. Prove him wrong. We got married real young because, I got her pregnant, but like we just, it hasn't been there for a while, and you're just, you just fill me with life again, and he thinks you are a foolish goat. Don't pay him any mind now. Don't pay him any mind. Don't say Big Brit didn't warn you. Nah, this is not from my experience, y'all. I told y'all I fear the Lord. I don't know about you, but I fear the Lord. But I'm just saying from what I've seen, and y'all, if you ever want to see a crock pot of foolishness of this is what I'm talking about, go watch these. It's like a podcast show or something like that. They travel, called Tonight's Conversation or something like that, and listen to some of those ladies, and I'm talking to ladies because I am a lady. Listen to some of those ladies get up there and say the stupidest, foolish things you can say ever, and just listen to them talking, and they sound so foolish. And they are proud to be side chicks and proud to and the part that makes me so sad is when I look at some of those ladies, I'm just like, ma'am, you look about 45. You're 50. Like, what are you? No. By the age of 25, them lights should have already been flickering. by 26, 27, they should be on. They should be on. Oh, so something that I do want to do is, and I got this idea like back in January, and I feel like, yeah, I got this idea back in January just randomly, but I want to get a ring, and not for like a purity ring, but it's literally just to symbolize God's faithfulness. Because when I celebrated my 5th year of being single and abstinent, I was living in Houston, and I was filled with so much pride in God, not myself. And I was just so, that's what, it filled me with so much joy, because I knew that it was God who was keeping me. So the ring wouldn't be to symbolize like, oh, my purity ring and this and that. It's literally to symbolize how God has kept me and how faithful he is. So just to end it off, like, I'll talk about some different challenges. So, because this has not been easy now. It's not been easy. It's not been easy. But every time when it gets hard and I'm like, man, Lord, I want to get cracked. I want to da 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 da. Here comes an example to show me why I actually don't want to get cracked. I don't want to get cracked outside of a marriage that God has ordained and put together. Because there are people who are married who God has never called to be together. And that's why they be in people's... Anyway. One of the challenges for me, Brittany, is comparison. Because sometimes I'll see people, and this is just a flesh thing, I'll see people who live so raggedy, like no morals, they're just, they're just, it's just, yeah. And they're getting married or different things, and I'm like, Lord, they get married. But you see, like, again, I just said, God, I want a marriage that God has put together. So if people are living raggedy, I'm not trying to be mean or judgmental, but I'm literally saying, like, they live a very raggedy life, just all over the place, don't know whether they're coming or going. But look at me being, like, comparing myself, like, Lord, well, why not me? Why would you? I mean, do you not value your peace, Brittany? No, you don't want that. So sometimes it's comparison and being like, Lord, why is this not happening for me? All you have to do is just give me a husband. But then I had to come to face to face oh my gosh. I had to come face to face and realize that my motives for marriage were not entirely pure. A good part of it was lust and wanting to get cracked. Yes. I wanted to get cracked. And I feel like, and this is just me, not something that God has told me, but I feel like until I really deal with that lust, I don't think I'm ready for marriage. Yeah. So let me see. Oh, but I just also, a challenge is just sometimes like, is just not letting that become an idol, like marriage, because at one point it did, and it kept me stuck in it. Yeah, not gonna get into it. I'm gonna just say kingdom spouse deception, and if you know, you know. But letting it, I don't want it to become an idol or a distraction, because I feel like God has a lot for me to do as a single woman. Again, I am pursuing a bachelor's of social work, and I know that he called me to social work. He has been paving the way, opening doors. So I know that there's something that he wants me to do with that. So I don't want to be distracted. And I tell the Lord this all the time, like, or I tell people when they're just like, when are you going to get married, or da 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 da, blah, 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 blah. I always tell them,
let me tell you something. Get him. Dr. Newsom. Okay.
Bye. Anyway, this is getting long enough. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this at least provided something, some sort of entertainment, some sort of wisdom, some sort of something, even a glimpse into my personality. But it's getting late. I need to go to bed so I can get up on time. Yeah. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys, are doing well. Love you guys. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. And pray for at least one other person. Whenever you see this, just take a moment, take 2 minutes, and just say a prayer for somebody else. All right. Bye.